Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. We will hear more about them later. Welcome to this video about organizing my plant-based pantry, everyone. Food is something I care about a lot. This is what we talk about a lot on my channel, is plant-based food and plant-based cooking. And in order to do that well, you need a well-stocked plant-based pantry. I admit I am not a very organized person. When it comes to things like this, I'm just a big hot mess. And even after the end of this organizing video, you're going to be like, Hannah, that looks like the exact same thing as when we started. And that is okay. Essentially, I think it's really nice to take everything out of the pantry, out of every single shelf, and then wipe down the shelf and kind of look at what you have and be like, what is this? When did I buy this thing? And it's just nice to know what's in there. And I hate food waste. And there's so much in my pantry that might go to waste. And I don't know that it's in there unless I take it out and look at everything. I was very hesitant to actually film this video because I'm kind of self-conscious about what's in my pantry. I'm like, are they going to judge me about what, like these random things that just end up in my pantry? Like, I don't know how I got some of these things. On our top shelf, we have mostly dates and some random things like Dulce Flakes and our peanut butters and almond butters that we're using. And I don't know, man, that second shelf, it's just like teas. I've got cough drops. I've got my Beam hot chocolate. That third shelf is really like all my spices, and the spices are a big mess, but I have plans. I have plans for my spices. I want them to go into jars where they're really beautiful, and I want to buy more bulk spices because it saves a lot of money, because spices are kind of expensive and I use them all the time. But what we're going to do right now is we're just going to organize the spices in a way that makes absolutely no sense. If I explained my system to you, you would laugh. The only system that kind of makes sense is one of those boxes is like spices that generally go into sweet things like baked goods, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, that kind of thing, vanilla, and you know. And essentially everything else is just, you just reach in and you just got to look for it. But I have another system coming. So now on this shelf, this is like all of my nuts. There are just a lot of random nuts in here, and we're just gonna get everything organized. And by organized, I mean we're gonna look at everything and then put it back in. And this drawer is already perfect. Actually, I don't need to touch it at all. It's got my vinegars and some bulk stuff like oats and lentils and brown rice and white rice. And then this drawer here is my beautiful caraway pans. I'm just going to wipe out the drawer and get these back in here. My bottom drawer is my baking drawer. So I'm going to take everything out, wipe down the drawer, and then put everything back in. Again, not organized. My point really is to tell you that you do not have to have this aesthetic Pinterest-worthy pantry in order to be successful in the kitchen as a plant-based eater. You can just do your own thing, and I just encourage you to know what's in your pantry. You're going to be a lot more successful in that way. So here we've got some beautiful curry powder from Azure Standard, and I'm putting it in this jar with a label. I also have another sort of pantry annex in my laundry room, and this is a lot of my dried beans, pastas, quinoa, stuff like that. That's kind of the overflow. And I also have big jars of oats. So I have plans of getting this a little bit more organized as well. And here's more of my annex. This is all of my canned goods. And the only reason it even resembles anything close to organized is because of my husband. My husband is a very organized person. I'll go grocery shopping, I'll throw everything in there, and he'll sneak in there and get everything more organized. So we do a lot of coconut milk, a lot of fat-free refried beans, garbanzo beans. I love white beans, like Great Northern white beans, and black beans. We have pumpkin puree and tahini, tomato paste, canned tomatoes, fire roasted tomatoes, pasta sauce. And yeah, look, this like looks almost identical. I threw out some of the things that I didn't need anymore, things that had expired, things that were actually basically empty boxes and were somehow still sitting in my pantry. And this is a lot more manageable for me. And now I know what's in there. And I even pulled out some stuff that I decided to use for dinner. I used some Thai red curry paste and soba noodles for dinner, and it was really nice to be able to make dinner out of something I pulled out from the back of my pantry, kind of like finding some pants in the back of your drawer. All right, it is a new day. I can't do what I used to now being a mom. I do have a little head cold, but it's going away and it's really mild. All right, welcome to the section of the video where I show you my new mid-century find on Facebook Marketplace. I've told you guys, I'm not like a mid-century obsessive lover or anything. I like a touch of mid-century here and there, but I do live in a mid-century home. So it's not a terrible thing to add some mid-century touches. These are cool, they're plastic. They have like really unique medallions on the front, and these are gonna be new storage containers. I use a lot of bulk groceries, bulk food, like flours and oats and sugar and lentils and things like that. And I normally get my bulk groceries from Azure Standard, which I love this company. It's really cool. It's strange though, because you have to do like a pickup, and some people might think it's a little inconvenient. I only do it maybe once a month or so. And anyway, my plan is to get my bulk things a little bit prettier and get them a little bit more organized, because right now they're so unorganized, as is my entire life. First things first, I want to put my like flour, sugar, and something else, I'm not sure what, in here. And I have lots of other jars too. And my plan is to get a full, here, can you see me right here? A full rack, a display rack right here to have all of my spices and my bulk foods, my bulk dry goods displayed really beautifully. And that is my plan. So I'm working on it slowly though, because I have not found the perfect rack. I'm trying to find something on Facebook Marketplace under $100. Like I don't want to spend a lot of money. Anyway, let's get organized and let's put some flour in here. This video is brought to you by Squarespace, my favorite website building platform that takes you from A to Z in the website building process without ever hiring a designer. Connect with your audience and generate revenue through gated members-only content, manage your members, send email communications, and leverage audience insights all on one easy-to-use platform. Create a community on your Squarespace website with a fully integrated commenting system, use their powerful blogging tools, and manage inventory. Squarespace is my preferred platform because it's incredibly easy to use, fully integrated, and the result is a beautiful website that you can call your own. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Hannah McNeely to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.